You never know what's going to come out of their minds either, and I know you'll enjoy it. How about a big Orlando welcome for Colin and Rose! Set, high or low, I don't know how you describe it after you follow up KD now.
I know.
I say easy money.
Just take it easy on us.
Well, I'm sure they will. Everybody, welcome. Glad to have you here. How's your day going?
Yeah, you know, it's good.
Having a good time?
Having a good time. How about you?
Yeah, I'm always having fun, man.
How about you guys?
And Rosie, you're having a good time?
Yeah, mate, it's
You
great.
always have a good time.
I'm loving life.
Your energy is just so, I mean, you're such a breath of fresh air in this, in our once upon a time world.
Thanks, dude.
We're lucky to get you in the show. It's so much fun, like when I got to even play with you just for a scene or two, you know? Your energy lights up the room. And you know I love you, Colin, you're the man.
Likewise, Lee.
The best. All right, you guys, I'll be back in a little bit. Enjoy your time with
There's a lot of people in here, Rose.
I've never seen so many people. It's crazy.
I guess we should start with the questions.
Yeah.
It's, whenever people leave and we're just left on the stage, it's kind of like, okay. All right, well, let's start.
Hi, I'm Juliana. Thank you for coming before. I was wondering, of all the sets on Once Upon a Time, which one was your favorite that you got to work with?
Jolly Roger. I don't actually, well obviously I like the actual boat, the ship, the Lady Washington is incredible, but the replica that the crew made in the green screen is incredible. It's like mind-blowingly accurate.
Tilly's boxcar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello. I was wondering what you guys love most about these conventions and what is your weirdest experience? Or funniest, whichever.
I love the fact that we get to meet, you know, all the fans. You get to see just the impact that the show actually has on people because, you know, obviously the show's finished now, but when we were filming and stuff like that, you know, you're going to work. Halfway through the season, you kind of forget that people watch it. It's like you're just trying to keep working and catch up. So, you know, into the conventions, you see what that means to people and how it's created its own little community of people who are who feel connected and supportive of each other. And I think that's, for me, that's the most common thing. I'm not going to tell you the weirdest experience.
What about the funniest?
It's been some weird ones, but I'm not telling you.
Mine would be the same as Colin, I think. You hear these stories from all of you when we meet you and you say, I've met my best friend here, or I've met my loved one here, and it brings you all together, which is, it's an infectious energy, and it's yeah, you can feel it throughout the weekend, so that's awesome. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
I have my mini script ready. Okay, now let's get back on it. Okay, my name is Shelley, and I am a social worker in the area that I live in, and I created a social therapy group in LLC. We are working on obtaining our nonprofit status to work with areas of devastation and various charities. We love and support all the cast and follow good ethics and respect for all. Now, the girls' questions in our group is they want to know if anyone is thinking of musical theater in the States, and or are they working on any projects right now?
Are they doing any musical theatre in the
Correct.
States? Is anyone doing any musical theatre in the States? Karen and Gil?
Are they? I guess.
They're doing their
I
music.
mean, anyone here on the stage.
Oh, music.
You and
If by
Colin,
anyone,
are
you
you
mean
guys doing any
Colin and Rose.
Colin and Rose.
Not together, but like
Hold on a
separate.
second. Yeah, it's just us. Are you doing musical theatre in the States?
No, are you?
No? So now is the answer to the musical theatre one. What are we working on now?
Family time, isn't it?
Family time at the minute. I just did an animation thing for Troll Hunters on Netflix. And there might be something more to that, so we'll see. And just spending time with the family. It's not, we actually didn't wrap that long ago, it's only a month and a half, isn't it? And so when you live somewhere for 6 years, you have to sort of move everything back. And so that's kind of where I'm at the minute. I just want to spend time with my kids, to be honest. And my wife, spend time with my wife.
I'm a similar boat. It's not 6 years that I've moved away, but I've been away for a year. So I'm off back to the UK, back to the southwest of England on Tuesday, just to recharge. And that's all I've got planned at the moment. Thank you. Thank you.
Callie Bonner, go to registration. Callie Bonner, go to registration.
What was it like to pretend that you were father and daughter?
It was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was alright, mate, yeah.
No, it was great. It was great. I couldn't have hoped for a better TV daughter than Rose. And I think the fact that we get on so well translates in. I'm lying, aren't I? No, I'm joking. I think it translates on the show, and yeah, I was dead proud to be your dad.
Yeah, same here, mate. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi again. Hi. I was wondering if you could tell us about the musical episode. I asked Chris yesterday, and he said the hardest part was the dance blocking. But I was wondering. It's something I never thought I'd see. Hook singing in a tavern.
With a broken foot.
Something I never thought I'd see either. Yeah, actually the dance blocking wasn't hard. It was good. It was fun. It was just I broke my foot. That's like there's nothing more to it than that. I mean, the musical episode was so fun because you know if any show on TV was going to lend itself to doing a musical episode, it was going to be Once Upon a Time. And I think Ed and Adam and the writers made the right choice because the fans for years and years have been asking about it. They made the right choice waiting until they felt like it was a good time to do that. And the wedding episode, I mean, that's the best time to do a musical, is when it culminates in celebration of love and hope, and then crush it straight away at the end. But I think the whole thing was great fun, you know, and it was great because it was so different than anything we'd done before.
The musical tracks, how does that work? If you could tell us quickly.
So what happens is that we got sent the songs, and you know we sort of had to work on them. They designed them specifically for our characters, obviously, and then we worked with a singing coach based in LA. I think he's worked with Adele and people like that. And he's like one of the top guys. And so you do that, and then you go record the song way before you actually do it, and they play it back while you shoot, and then you sing and do it. It's the same way they shoot a music video. Oh, stop it. Thank you very much.
Hi, my question is for Rose. By the way, you are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, so are you.
Thank you.
If the show were to go on and you were to marry Robin, what would your wedding dress color be?
Great question. I want to say blue, like Alice is blue. She's often in blue, right? But like a funky blue, like maybe like a turquoise with like my shoes, yeah. And I'd wear these shoes and like a fake fur jacket. Oh, stop me. I don't know, yeah, lots of, and over-accessorized, and yeah, everything.
Why did you say turquoise like that?
Turquoise. I've never said it before like that. I don't know, it's being here.
Super excited.
And I'm super excited. Turquoise. So yeah, so I'd wear turquoise and these shoes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lori. Colin, I'm a huge fan. But my question is for both of you. If you could play any other character on Once Upon a Time, anybody at all, who would you pick?
Come on then, Rose.
The evil queen. I feel like I'm a bit of an evil regal, so yeah, I like playing bad. Turquoise. I'm too excited.
I think I would want to be. I'm going to say Rumplestiltskin today. Yeah, why not?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jenna. I was wondering, how did being a father in the show impact your life as Colin?
Well, it sort of happened the same year that I had a baby girl, so. See that, Rose? So that was sort of, I guess in some ways, not parallel, but it's sort of, you know, I had a special connection to that, so I guess that was kind of the biggest impact. You know, on the show, I was Alice in Wonderland's father, so it's not really based in any kind of reality, but yeah, no, I think the parallels between having an actual baby and then, especially those scenes where we shot in the tower with a baby and, you know, I had to sing to the baby and stuff like that, that was very, very personal to me, so yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Madison. I was wondering, to ask a question to Colin, what was your favorite season that you were on?
I mean, I like them all for all different reasons. I would say that season 7 is one of my favorites because I think that getting to play a completely different version of a character that I played for 6 years and to try and make it fresh was very special to me. And, you know, I love the storyline of having a child. The fact that the love that Brooke was fighting for was not a romantic love. It comes from a completely different place, and that was important because we'd all gone on such a journey with the previous Hook and Emma's story that, you know, it was great to not have that complicate this relationship. So I enjoyed that, and I think I loved the first season coming on, and then I loved season 3 as well, Neverland. Yeah, I love fighting with Robbie Kay. There's nothing like beating up somebody who's like 20 years younger than me. But no, every season is fun. Every season has its positives. You know, I don't think there's any one season that I'd say I didn't like. You know what I mean? So.
Thank you.
Thanks.
My name is Cheyenne, and I just wanted to know how did you guys really feel when you found out that Hook died, but he was going to be revived?
Hook died. And he was going to come back. Well, I knew that he died first. I wasn't sure he was coming back. But yeah, it was a bit. Which time do you mean?
The last
Oh yes, yeah. For me, I don't want to spoil. Has everybody seen the finale? Right, there's some no's, so I can't fully answer it. But the oh, that's really hard now. I feel bad. I thought that the fact that the relationship, the fact that Rumplestiltskin did what he did for Hook, was the culmination of 6 years of Bobby and I working together and building this relationship, and for me that was very special. I think I was ambiguous enough there to not have people give out to me later on at the autographs.
Hi, I was wondering what fairy tale characters you would have liked to see on the show that were never on it.
I wanted to see Pocahontas. I really did. I loved Pocahontas, watching that. And maybe Moana herself. I would have loved Moana. We had Maui's Hook, but yeah, to see Moana would have been cool.
Winnie the Pooh. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Dakota. I wanted to know if you guys ever took anything off the set to keep.
Took anything or were given anything officially by ABC?
Both is good. Both is good.
I officially have my full pirate costume. I will now be doing parties.
I took these shoes. I was given these shoes. And they say Alice inside, so it's very special. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Katie, and I was just wondering what your guys' favorite memory on set is.
So many. I've only got one season to think about. So I don't know how Colin's going to do this. So many. You always remember your first day on set, you always remember your last day on set. One that is really high up there for me is jumping off the dumpster and scaring Andrew J. West. Because that was my first day, and I think my first scene ever of the season. So that's something that stays very close to me.
For me, it's the same. It was my first day on the ship with Robert Carlyle in season 2, episode 4, The Crocodile. Watch now on Netflix.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I was wondering, for both of you, growing up, who was your favorite celebrity crush? Like, who's your celebrity crush?
Easy. Leo DiCaprio. Am I right? Circa 95. Like the Romeo Juliet Titanic days. You know what I'm talking about. It was the hair. It was slightly long in his face. Oh, just thinking about it now.
Mine was Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. But actually not as Catwoman, as Selena Kyle, but she has the glasses on, but she's actually Catwoman, so she's a little bit wild.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Morgan, and my question is for Colin. I was wondering, since Captain Hook was originally a villain, what would you say was it like to evolve the character into a hero?
Yeah, I think it was great, what I liked about it is that I think that Eddie and Adam and the writers, approached it the right way. They gave it time, and they allowed it to percolate and sort of get to to a place where people were willing to accept that Emma would marry Hook, and that took 5 seasons. But that's good because he had to be redeemed to get there. So I think that it was, it was a great sort of arc and a great exploration of character.
Wow.
Actor speak.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Roxanne. First, I just want to thank Rose for playing such an important character to the LGBTQ community.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And my question is, what would be a good theme song to describe your lives?
To describe your life. All photos ready. All photos ready for me. I'm going to do all the public. Mine is, why not? More Than a Feeling. I don't know why, but I like it.
For some reason, I think No Scrubs, but that's only because it's yeah, No Scrubs would be my life. I don't know what that says about me.
A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly.
It's awesome as a
Are they the lyrics?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, photo up, photos ready for pickup.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sydney. I was wondering what was the weirdest or strangest costume you've seen someone wear on set?
Oh.
We have to be careful because the costume designers.
I don't know. I didn't have a cape for about 12 episodes in Vancouver, so it's not the weirdest thing, but I was super cold. And I wanted to get it's a rubbish answer.
Absolutely rubbish. I've got a good one.
Oh, go on, please take over.
It was when Hook was fighting the ash monster Maleficent. There was nobody there except a man just in a green spandex outfit, holding a tennis ball on a pole. And that was the weirdest thing I have ever seen. Because I've got to be honest, I'm not sure. He was just in a green spandex outfit. Have a think about that.
Hi. So I'm Canadian, and you guys just spent 1 year and 6 years of your life living in Canada. So I was hoping that you would share maybe a story about living in Canada, what you liked about it, and maybe what you'll miss now that you're no longer there.
I love poutine so much. It's so delicious. For those who don't know what poutine is, I'm sure you all do. It's chips, fries, and gravy and cheese. I have to translate. So I'm not from around here, so I always get my words wrong, and so please don't stop it. And I was talking to my mum the other day. I digress slightly, but I was talking to my mum about what I was gonna wear today, and I was like, I'm not sure whether I'm gonna. It has to do with poutine and words. Hold on, I'll get back to it. But I was like, I think I might wear my trousers. But I can't say trousers over here because they're called pants over here, Mum. And she was like, oh, well, I hope you're wearing pants. Because for me, pants are underwear. So she was like, yeah. So I have to be careful with words. And so chips, fries, all of that stuff. So I miss poutine very much. Gravy, cheese.
I'll just miss Vancouver. I love it. I have my two kids there. They're both Canadian, Irish. So I would say the most Canadian thing I love are my two kids. They're Canadians. So there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is, actually, sorry. My question is for Colin. No disrespect, I know you're married, but you are gorgeous. I'm a huge pirate.
All photos ready for pickup.
And I know that they like to incorporate a whole bunch of different Disney movies. if Captain Jack Sparrow came on the show and they decided to incorporate that aspect, how do you think Captain Jack Sparrow and Captain Hook would have got along?
I mean, they would have got on. We know who the better captain is. Good question.
Hi, my name is Sarit. I'm from Montreal. I should go there for Petit and Rose, just in case.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. Yeah.
Yes, you should. My question is about, I'm a former actor in a previous life, and I was just wondering what it's like to be in such a close-knit family over time for Colin or for the last year for Rose, but have to work with a different director in every episode. What's the process like for you guys?
That's a really good question. It's you have to kind of come with a real sense of what you think your character is, because that particular director, if they haven't worked with you before, they're joining you halfway through the journey. So they've got their idea about visuals, but you have to meet them with your interpretation of the character. So, and that varies from director to director, and style. You know, each director comes with a different style. We were lucky that we had a couple directors that we got to work with more than once. So you had a kind of shorthand with them, but a lot of directors you would work with, yeah, just once.
Sometimes you also have to be very clear about knowing what your character would or wouldn't do. And not in a, well, you're wrong kind of way, but sometimes, because sometimes a lot of TV directors are direct, like they'll move from Once Upon a Time, they'll go to Gotham, they'll go to all these different shows. And, you know, let's be honest, there's 156 hours of Once Upon a Time. Most directors who are coming on won't have had a chance to watch it. So you have to go, no, look, I don't think my character would do that. So, you know, and then there's the dialogue. So you just kind of have to be, much as Rose says, aware of exactly who your character is. You know, but that's part of the work that we have to do, to be certain of who your character is and what they will do. Oh, photos are ready. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Hi, Colin. My name's Morgan. I came from Tennessee to tell you thank you for bringing Killian Jones to life. He inspired me through the darkest time in my life. My question is, what was your favorite part of filming the dust storm in Nashville, or just Nashville in general, if you prefer?
Oh, yeah. Nashville is just an incredible place. Just so vibrant, so full of life. Music is a huge part of my life, and to be able to be in a place where, you know, that's living and breathing there day in, day out was really inspirational. My favorite part was I got to work with my all-time guitar heroes. A guitarist called Kev Moe, who's a blues and sort of roots guitarist, and I got to write a couple of songs with him and play with him, and that was, honestly, I couldn't believe it was one of the thrills of my life. But that's what Nashville is like. That's what it is. You get to meet these incredible musicians anywhere and everywhere. And so that was my favorite part.
Thank you.
I'm also working from Nashville towards Portland.
Hi, my name's Sydney. What's for Colin? But what would a typical day in Storybrooke with like Killian, Emma, and Hope look like?
Suppose they wake up, have breakfast, feed the baby, maybe go for a walk, go to Granny's, have a coffee, get some flowers and Game of Thorns, bring them back home, put them in a vase, or a vase, if you will, on this side of the world. I guess have some lunch, maybe a nice cup of tea afterwards. Go check up on the Jolly Roger, make sure it's all right, give it a bit of a scrub. Come back home, have a little bit of a smooch. Then probably make dinner, put the baby to bed, and then watch Netflix, I guess. Go to bed around 10:30. Very tired. And yeah, that's it.
Hi, my name's Lois. I'm from Florida. And Rose, you were amazing last night.
Oh, thank you.
And my question is, if they do a reboot or a reunion sometime in the future, would you guys be in it?
I'd love to. be asked.
Are you asking? Are you casting us?
Yeah, you directed.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
What would you call it? What would you call the reboot?
Twice Upon a Time.
With your beloved character, sorry, this is for Colin. With your beloved character's explosion to fame, how do you keep yourself grounded and not let the fame get to your head?
Well.
Well, I don't think I'm famous, so that's why. Just ruined my answer now. To be honest, like we're just actors, you know what I mean? And I always think, look, I've been blessed and lucky enough to work on a show like Once Upon a Time, which I think will last and has meant so much to so many people. And I just feel happy and blessed to have done it. You know, but like I'm just an actor. I'm not, you know, I'm still the same fellow I was when I grew up at Drogheda, and that's where I go back to being. And you know, hopefully I'll get more work and stuff like that. I don't think. I mean, fame, I'm not sure is a real thing if you, you know, if you, I think if you let things get to you, then you've done yourself a disservice. You know what I mean? Because the reason I became an actor was so that I could pretend not to be me anymore. So, you know what I mean? So I think that's, and I want to continue to play different characters and get to explore different sides of different personalities, and then I can be me at home with my friends. So I don't, you know, it's not even, you know, I'm blessed to think that everybody here is listening to me waffle on an answer like this. You know, it could very easily be somebody else sitting here giving this answer. So I just feel very lucky to be the person here, if that makes sense.
I was wondering if any of you guys had like a specific castmate that you were like really close to.
No. No. I think, look, it's difficult over such a long period to I mean.
Well, yeah, I was very like, after we wrapped, I lived with Tierra Scobie for 2 months. So we lived together in LA. So yeah, so as I say, I've only got a season that I have to kind of compare anything to. But yeah, you form such close friendships with all of these people that yeah. So yeah, but that's.
I mean, it's difficult to pinpoint. Like I worked every single day with Jennifer Morrison. You know, every single day. Sean McGuire, Mike Raymond James, or Liam Garrigan, some of my best mates. I think they're all great. You know, it's hard. Like Chris Gauthier, if you start to name people, then you start to leave people out that you've forgotten to name, but they're equal. You know, it's sort of like Rose became Andy, really super close to. You know, it's Bobby. You know, this season I worked every single day, nearly every day, or certainly once or twice a week with Bobby, and so it's hard to pinpoint. We're lucky on the cast at Once Upon a Time to have so many great people that we can connect with and play with. And, you know, we're very, very lucky.
Thank you.
Don't tell Sean I said that.
All right, my question's for Colin. I wanted to know how Hook planned on getting the best of the crocodile when every single time you guys were together, he basically kicked your butt every time. So he's basically untouchable, so I want to know how exactly you planned on
I'm not fully convinced every single time, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think there might have been a couple of times where I got one up on him.
Well, yeah, but how exactly did you plan on killing him?
Well, I'd kill him. Just kill him. Like what? Just think what was great about that relationship is that, you know, I know some people haven't seen the last episode, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but you realize that level of hatred and spending hundreds of years trying to kill each other and not killing each other when they both had the opportunity to do so, both did. Then you realize that there's something deeper there. Because when Hook was the Dark One, he could have easily killed him. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I think I'm not so sure that they would have ever killed each other. Do you know?
Thank you.
Hi. So, my husband and I went to London this past summer, and since then I've just sort of been obsessed with getting into the Tower of London and taking the crown jewels. So, I'm just saying.
You just
Colin.
You know that's recorded. You know somebody here is recording it. So if they ever go missing.
So for Colin, this question's for you. Since you played a pirate for so long, and pirates take what they want when they want, if you could do a heist on any museum in the world, and you won't get caught, you totally get away with it. What museum would you want to steal from, and what would you want to steal?
That's really hard. So I want to steal a lot of stuff. I think I would want to break into the Musée d'Orsay in Paris, and I would want to steal Monet's The Lilies.
Nice.
Only because it makes me sound like I'm very refined. Quite worldly. What do the lilies look like?
They're big flowers, mate.
All right, yeah, I'll take those. Why?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Paige, and my question's for Colin. I was just wondering, what were some of the changes that you had to make for your new version of your character for season 7?
Well, I had to use my left hand, didn't I? So no, I'm just saying that. That's like, because I've been taking the mick out of.
You did my voice.
No, but I didn't mean to say it, didn't I? Wouldn't I? So I'm gonna start saying that now. Actually, I wanted this version of Hook and Rogers to be very, very different than other Hook, original Hook. Because I wanted it to be. Original Hook was completely motivated by revenge for Mila, and even his hatred of Rumple still permeated because of that, even when he was with Emma. With this new old Hook,
Wish
he was motivated by wanting to find a way to be with his daughter, which is a completely different thing. And so I wanted to bring small elements of that old Hook into this new version. And with Rogers, I wanted it because it was a curse persona. I wanted him to be the polar opposite of a pirate, which would be a curse for him, because he was a cop. He was very straight-laced, very by the book, and I wanted it to be like that. So I tried to bring some of that into it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Hi, my name's Nia. I flew from Arizona to ask you guys what made you decide to be actors.
Mose, you better get this right. She flew from Arizona.
My dad's a retired maths teacher, and I was never good at math. And I was such a disappointment to him because I always loved English and I loved drama at school. And I started doing after school like drama and acting when I was about 10 years old. And it's just something that I love doing, and it was like how you guys have found your people. I found my people at after school drama. So for me that was my thing, and I looked forward to it every single week, and then it kind of just grew from there. And I knew that I wanted to do it professionally, but it started out doing like Joseph in his Technicolor Dreamcoat when I was like 10 years old. So yeah.
Similar to Rose, I joined a youth theatre group and realised that I could, I was pretty shy, quiet teenager, and it meant that I didn't have to be that anymore. And, you know, when, it's going to sound weird, but when you see somebody cry because of something that you've done on stage, and in a good way crying, not crying because you're so terrible. But if you were able to make somebody feel something, I kind of went, oh God, that's not like me at all, and that's an amazing feeling to have created a world for somebody who's sitting in a room like this, and there's nothing there on the stage, but you're able to make somebody believe that there is, that there's a whole other world. I just thought it was an incredible thing to be able to do, so that's why I became an actor.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maribel. First, it's an honor to have you here, and Colin, you're the best hook I ever saw. My question is for
Thank you.
Knowing the original story of each character, and after reading the script, what do you think about all the twists that all the characters have?
I think that's what's great about Once Upon a Time. I think that's what the writers and creators did so well, was that they took all these fairy tales and all these, you know, stories that we all knew so well growing up with, and had such vivid, clear, you know, ideas about. They took them and they twisted them in a way that sort of made us all think twice about, you know, what it meant and what all those things mean, and the fact that we all believed that they could do that, and that those characters, like the fact that I was Captain Hook and I married Emma Swan is a massive twist on anything that Captain Hook, like up until 60 years ago, if you'd said Captain Hook, you had a very specific idea of what he was like. And I think it's a testament to the writers that they were able to take these characters, or like make Alice in Wonderland Captain Hook's daughter. Is like, but we all buy it. It's an incredible thing, and I think that's great. I think it's really up to, it's hats off to Eddie and Adam and Dave Goodman and all the writers who worked on the show.
One of my favourite twists is that Red was actually the wolf. I thought that was really, really clever. That twist for me was really, really great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brandy, and this is a question for Colin. I just want to say Hook is my favorite character in the show. I just want to know what thing you miss the most about Hook.
I will miss everything about Hook, to be honest. I'll miss Hook, full stop. You know, he's been such a huge part of my life, and I've loved every minute playing with him. Playing him. Yeah, no, I think I'll just miss I'll miss the camaraderie that we've had on set. I'll miss the crew, who I love to bits. And I'll just be very thankful to have been a part of it, so, yeah.
Thank you.
Hi. So I have a question mostly for Colin, but Rose, you can add to it. Colin, you said like in past conventions, like it's not always been easy to find a job, like acting job. How did you keep fighting? Because I know you say to believe in yourself, but how did you keep fighting for it? And how was there not a moment when you said, okay, this is not working, and maybe...
There was a moment. There were moments where I did.
Sorry?
There were moments where I said that, and that's when, I've been very blessed to have an incredible wife, person there, and family behind me to say, we believe in you, so we think that you should keep fighting it. It's like, it's hard. It's hard being an actor and not working and feeling like you have something to offer, and you just can't really understand why people aren't getting it when you're giving like everything to it, and you know, that's just the nature of the business. It's like, you know, there's nothing you can do. Sometimes every time it's out of your control. So you just have to sort of believe that you can, you know, bring something more or different to the plate than somebody else. And if you believe that, then at some point, I think it pays off.
Yeah, it's always doing the work. Just do the work. Everything else is out of your control. So if you do the work and you do the work to the best of your ability and you're happy with it, then what more can you do? It's a numbers game.
Okay, thank you, and thank you for never giving up.
Thanks.
Hello, hi. My name is Beatriz. I'm from Brazil, and I have a question for Colin. Emily told us that you and Josh were the most likely to go for a run on set. So I was wondering if you have any stories about that.
I don't goof around on set. Very professional, thank you very much. What was the question?
If you had any stories that you would like to share with us.
I don't have any stories, I'm perfectly professional.
I got one. Because Colin had this gun as Rogers, and for a long time, before a take or just after a take, he would just pull out the gun and go, "Everybody freeze!" And it would scare us, and we're like, "Ah, not again."
I deny that.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Annie, and I love you guys so much. And I was wondering, what was your funniest or most embarrassing moment on set?
Funniest moment? I mean, I'm hilarious, so every moment is very fun. Very funny. Oh my God. Funniest moment for me on set, or one of, was, which I said in the gold panel, I said in the past, it's on the blooper reel, and even I thought it was funny, although it was incredibly painful. Was Robert Carlyle sort of landing somewhere where he shouldn't have landed in the stage while I was on the freezing cold ground. That was, anyway. It's on the bloopers, so you'll see that.
I think my funniest and embarrassing is that...
That time you farted.
You're so lying right
I'm
now.
actually lying, I'm lying.
My thing was when I farted. No. It was when we were harnessed up for the portals, when we were being sucked into the portals. I can't control my landings. So we'd be flown up into the air, and then they go, and that's a cut, and they try and bring me back down to the ground, and I'd be crashing into Colin, hitting furniture, and then finally hit the ground, but it would take me quite a while to settle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Sahar. Just want to love you guys, thank you for everything you've done. I want to add on to someone's question. So let's say it's the everyday Hook, Hook's life. He's with Emma and they're watching Netflix. If Emma played every movie Hook's character was in, how would your Hook react to the animated Hook, every pan Hook movie there was?
I mean, you said Hook at least 100 times there. So if Emma made Captain Hook sit down and watch I will have you know that my costume has been requisitioned by Disney as the official Captain Hook costume. I'm getting spotted here.
Sorry, thank you.
Go quick,
I know she's gone.
Quick.
Okay. I think, yeah, okay.
Hi, I'm Allison. Rose, you're very lovely, but my question is for Colin.
It's okay.
So since you're from Dublin, could you show us your favorite Irish jig?
I'm from an hour north of Dublin, and we don't jig. You should be getting Sean do this because he's like an actual Irish dancer. So.
Yeah. I'll hold your mic, mate.
By the way, I really have to go to the toilet. That really took a lot out of me.
Hi, I'm Abigail, this is Trinity, and we would like to know if you weren't actors, what would your career choice be?
I'd like to be a nature photographer. I like the great outdoors, so I'd like to, if I got to travel for my work and be able to photograph my travels, I'd quite like to do that.
I was going to do model making special effects at college, so I think maybe something to do with that, or art or something maybe.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, my name's Sophia, and I was wondering what is your favorite part of the last episode of Once Upon a Time?
Favorite part of the last episode? Is that the question?
Are you just not going to answer that? Was that it? You were just recapping.
That was my answer.
You were just recapping the question. Just not gonna... For me, I'm going to jump in so that Rose can think about her answer. I like the moment between Rumple and Hook, or Hook and... Yeah, I'm not going to explain it. God. The moment, you know the moment I'm talking about. I already not allowed to answer it, so anyway.
That was my favourite moment as well. I also like the proposal, well not proposal, but Robin asking for my hand in marriage for the message. I saw the final music scoring for that particular scene, and seeing it scored to music was really beautiful. It was great. Thank you.
Hi. My question is for both of you. I was wondering, what is one of your favorite scenes to do with Andy?
None.
You can do Andy, do his voice. Go on.
It's been a while. Oh my goddamn chair. God damn it. I liked the.
I've got one. I like the one where he's writing on his whiteboard when we're trying to help him. He had to write so many times on that whiteboard, and he was writing absolute crap. He was just writing anything on that whiteboard. So yeah, I really like. I like any scene that is the three of us. It's really fun.
I liked where he knocked me out. In the live in Rumple's. Or no, it wasn't Rumple. Yeah, it was Rumple's. Yeah, Rumple's place. It's so confused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, this question is from Taylor, Alexis, and Mackenzie. And can you sing your favorite line from the musical episode?
Wicked always win.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Hi, my name's Victoria, and I was wondering what your favorite scene to film together was.
I love the one where he says, "Come home and live with me." I like that where he's holding my backpack and he says, "Come on, let's go home." That's one of my favourite scenes.
My favourite scene was on the phone.
Oh,
where you were across the street.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I was wondering if the cast had like a favorite tradition that they went out and did after recording.
After recording, I think the tradition was to go home and go to sleep. Nobody even finished at 5 in the morning, so. Yeah, we never really.
No, it's always quite late, and then you've got to come in the next day. It's
Yeah,
quite
you're the
boring.
next day, so
You've got
it's
to
kind of
sleep.
a little bit boring. It's never like it's Friday night. Let's go to Benihana at 9. Yeah, no, that's it's no, there was never really anything like that. So I guess it was just because it's so hectic and week. As the week goes on, the later and later and later and later you film it. So you just by like Friday night, Saturday morning, you were just so exhausted after we went home.
Before we shoot for the day though, a lot of us are in the makeup trailer getting ready, and there's often a number of us. And Colin's always DJ. He always puts on the music and chooses the playlist. So that's really cool.
That's awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you.
A lot of you too.
Hi, my name is Liz, and my question is for Colin. How early did you know that Emma was going to be your one true love, and how did you feel about it?
I'm going to answer this before Leanne comes and stops me. I kind of knew from the moment I started on the show that there would be a love story between Emma Hook and Neil. I didn't know at that time that it was going to become a true love story, but I knew that it was going to be a central thing to the show. So I guess kind of early on, we sort of figured out that was going to happen.
And how did you feel about it?
I mean, I feel good about it. Yeah, I feel good about it. How do you feel about it?
I loved it.
Good. Thank you.
Photo ops.
All right, my friends. Did you enjoy that? All right, well, thanks so much, guys. See you at the concert, Rosie. All right?
Thanks, everyone.